For the spirit of the video, we'll do it. I'm currently have a 15. Who makes 15-inch toms anyways? I had the 8, 10, 12, 13. Neil had the 6. It even smells old. Who else is doing this at home? How would we know?
I said I don't even know what half that stuff is.
Madness.
That is very vintage.
This is a liability. If anyone tripped on this.
Yeah, that's right.
I almost quit my job when I had to use a Speed King.
Death by triangle.
So today we're building a Neil Peart Moving Pictures tribute kit based on the one he had in the studio when they were recording the album. And we're gonna add in some of the live percussion that he had on the tour when they were supporting the album on the road. Now we're doing this for 3 reasons. Number 1, we're filming The Genius of Tom Sawyer, which is gonna be on the Drumeo YouTube channel. Number 2, we're gonna be breaking down the song for all of our Drumeo students in a separate video on the Drumeo platform. And number 3, we just wanna build a Neil Peart kit. So let's get to it. After you.
Oh man, I'm nervous.
That's a lot of gear. So when we were planning on doing this video, I sent Tyson, our drum tech, a full list of the specs. He told me everything is here.
Dude, we've got till 11 a.m., so.
Just over 2 hours.
We might need to call an audible, but
yeah.
Okay, let's get started.
So people always ask about the logo heads and stuff. They're like, do you use a company to make these? How do you find them? We actually print these locally in Abbotsford where Drumeo is located. And these are just a decal.
Oh, dude, these beaters are sick.
These were from the Playing Every Rush song medley that I did a few years ago. These are from Lowboy Beaters. They just engraved the Starman logo on there. This is a book I read a lot when I was a kid. This will tell you how old I am, but Taking Center Stage, a friend of mine, Joe Bergamini, wrote this book and did a ton of research. He actually had an excerpt from the Moving Pictures tour book where I kind of figured out, okay, what sizes do I need to use? What cymbals do I need to use? Even down to the drum heads we're using. Obviously, I'm a Gretsch guy, and it's the only kit we have all the sizes in, but this is like a 62 Gretsch Dixieland snare, which is, I think, the closest we have to like a Slingerland. He called it his Old Faithful wooden snare, a 5.5 by 14 Slingerland. So, same size, same era. We've got some big toms because it was the 80s. You can see we got the blue hydraulics on the bottom. Staying true to what Neil had with the just clear hydraulics on the top. Tyson's probably in the back room just
cringing.
Like, these guys. So this is a 12, 13, 14. I think he said in here that he had a 15. I currently have a 15. Who makes 15-inch toms anyways? Check, remember I have OCD.
That's not matching the picture though.
What does he have?
He puts the throw off right in the front.
For the spirit of the video, we'll do it. So we got the 18-inch floor. On this tour, he swapped to having 2 gong bass drums. So yeah, we've got the one that's gonna be mounted up top. And then I guess one is a second floor tom. You can see it's a little bit angled, but that's also a bigger gong bass drum. This one's an 18. I think this one was a 22 or a 24. Timbales, it looks like the bigger one is on the left.
I think so. Whoa, look at that. Hi-hat.
Well, we know where that goes. Yeah, so what's weird about this is there's like a cup chime in between the first rack tom and the hi-hat. It must be like a 4-inch bell or something.
Oh, no way. Okay, this one just goes right here, right? Yeah, that one's easy.
So over the years, I've been building this shell bank of drums, and the only drum we didn't have, I mean, other than the 15-inch tom, was the 6-inch concert tom. I had the 8, 10, 12, 13, but Neil had the 6. So I found this on eBay. This is like a 90s or an 80s square badge tom. Sent it to Gretsch, they rewrapped it, and we put a hoop on it, put a badge on it. Straight from eBay. Shout out to Paul Cooper for finishing this so quick. It even smells old.
That is very vintage. That's extremely vintage.
Oh, we're doing this, because there's no memory locks on these. I think we're going right to the top.
Ah, okay.
He was telling me something about the Nick Collins approach to setting up the concert toms. Stop laughing, Tyson. Stop laughing. Oh, yes. Yes, this way.
Oh, what?
So you get more height on them.
I think we're gonna need to start putting some cymbal stands in here.
Yeah, so luckily we've got some labels here.
Okay.
So cymbals are always a fun part of building these tribute kits because I don't know if I make them mad or if they love to do it, but the Istanbul guys are great at helping I always try to match as close to the original artist as possible with sizes and series, and sometimes they make some weird custom stuff, which there are some in the bag.
Yeah, Brandon, when was the first time you heard this song?
So I remember I've been playing drums for maybe a year or two. Because I had just started playing drums, I had heard that Rush was this band where the drums were really important or something. So long story short, I ended up taking lessons with my first teacher, whose name was Jeremy, and he taught me that song, and over the next 3 years, I worked up to being able to play that song. So it was this constant challenge I wanted to conquer, practicing the Tom Sawyer drum fills or the drum solo, whatever you call it. There were still things on Saturday this week that I realized I was doing wrong all those years ago. So it's like this never-ending challenge, and I think that's the thing I love about Neil is he was such a practicer, and it was never good enough, and he was always working towards another thing, whether it was drums or writing. He was always into something, and I think that's a mindset that is just perfect for a musician, where it doesn't matter how big you are, how famous you are, how good you are at the drums, there's always another thing. Was one of the coolest guys. I wish I got to meet him. Did you look at this yet?
I said I don't even know what half that stuff is.
Madness. 5 cowbells, an awkwardly stretched set of go-go bells.
That's not normal.
No.
It really looks like this cymbal is closer than the splash.
Yeah. That also seems too high though.
Yeah, it does.
Which leads me to believe that it's not the one. I mean,
looks better.
That looks better. Oh yeah, that could even come back. Is it 11 a.m. yet? It's 9:39.
Oh man,
Woo! I'm so glad we're not using a Speed King for this. I almost quit my job when I had to use a Speed King to learn Achilles' Last Stand for I think it was the Genius of John Bonham back in the day. It took me so many takes. I could not get it. Battle, man. I gotta change my technique here. If I owned this pedal, I would throw it away right after this.
Isn't that what Phil Collins used too?
Speed King.
Oh my God.
It's like the secret sauce. I don't have it.
Yeah.
I use a Speed King pedal as well, and they were pretty basic.
It actually looks kind of like symmetrical.
Yeah?
Heavy on the cymbals on this side, heavy on the drums on this side. What's left? Percussion?
Percussion.
Okay, so there's a set of wind chimes.
Okay.
You can kind of see it hanging. I don't even know how it's up there. They're like way up in the sky.
Tyson, where did you find this?
That's from one of the high schools in Chilliwack.
Oh my goodness.
Which one?
Chilliwack Senior Secondary.
Shout out to Chilliwack Senior Secondary. You guys are awesome.
Where's that supposed to go?
This is gonna go here. And these ones, I think, are a little bit further back. Triangles. So these, we're gonna put 2 on this side, because he had 2 here. I think he might have had some others, but we're trying to split up the percussion department because, you know. Okay, so this one we can see a little bit better. So the big triangle is in the front, so that's right.
That's right.
Who else is doing this at home? How would we know? This is a liability. If anyone tripped on this.
Yeah, that's right. Death by triangle.
So we still got to figure this out, but I think we're pretty good.
I'm happy with this.
Should we call in for our final check?
Yep.
Tyson! How's it looking?
Honestly, guys, I thought it was gonna take you way, way longer, and you pretty much got it dialed. You're right about these wind
we have
chimes.
no idea with
They just
that.
need to tuck in like a little farther. Some of the pictures actually showed these wind chimes pointing backwards.
Oh, really? The ironic part of all of this is people are like, well, you're filming a video on Tom Sawyer. Where are the wind chimes in Tom Sawyer? There aren't any. The whole point of this is like we're trying to replicate the whole kit. What else is off?
I think
Even
the
like
actual tubular bells actually got pushed in a lot farther.
Okay, maybe that's what it is that we're seeing, because it does look like they're
Almost like you're gated into the kit.
Tyson, what about the bell tree and this stuff? Like, would that?
So we actually had them swapped around the other way.
Okay. In the pictures, it looks like a continuous wall of.
Yeah.
Right?
stuff.
And now standing outside the circle, it does feel like a wall for you standing inside.
This is like PTSD from the medley.
Right?
Like I had to crawl, we had to take the ride cymbal off. We crawled over the bass drum to get in, which was madness.
Well, I think we did a pretty awesome job. What do you think?
I think there's one thing that's missing.
Okay. What is that?
Well, thanks for hanging out with us as we built this monster Neil Peart kit. What a blast putting this together and figuring out how to arrange all these pieces. It is not an easy task, so to all the drum techs out there, shout out to all of you. And the reason we filmed this video is because we filmed the genius of Tom Sawyer diving deep into what makes this song so incredible. And that video is available right now on the Drumeo YouTube channel, and you can check it out right here on screen. We also filmed an exclusive breakdown for all of our amazing Drumeo students where on this kit, I'll teach you all the most important parts of Tom Sawyer, how to play them on the kit. We'll get to practice together with notation on screen, and I promise it's going to be really helpful for all of the students out there who want to learn how to play this song on the drums. So if you want to check it out, the link is down in the description. You can try out that video for free along with thousands of other lessons and courses. And lastly, before we wrap up, I want to give a huge shout out to all the companies who helped support us in building this kit. We have Gretsch Drums, Istanbul Agop Cymbals, Sabian Cymbals, Remo Drumheads, Evans Drumheads, LP Percussion, Lowboy Custom Beaters, and of course a huge shout out to Chilliwack Secondary School for getting us this set of tubular bells. You can't have a Neil Peart 70s or 80s kit without the tubular bells. So thanks so much for watching, thanks for hanging out with us, and we'll see you in the next video. Cheers.